do you guys use the momentum from West Virginia going into senior day in Stillwater?
This past weekend was a great win, but it's all about preparing this week for our next opponent. You know, we've already celebrated the win. It's all about focusing on Oklahoma State and getting in the right position to be successful.
How much are you guys going to rely on Joe Wickline's knowledge of Oklahoma State and personnel and all that this week? How big of an asset can he be for you guys?
I think he'd be a huge asset. I mean, he just came from there. Last year, he knows the guys that are on the defensive side pretty well. I mean, there's still guys that were there when he was there. So, I think they're going to rely on him a lot, you know, take his input on, you know, what we need to do and how we need to go out and get this win.
The whole lawsuit with Wickline and OK State, do you guys think about that? Is that motivation at all?
That has nothing to do with me. That's all him. So, I don't have anything to do with that. Or, none of the guys do. So, we're not really worried about it.
What makes playing in the cold difficult? Is the ball harder to catch? Does it hurt more when it's coming in?
It's everything. The field hardens up too. It's difficult to run routes on that field. The ball's harder. It's a lot harder for the quarterbacks to throw. It's harder for us to catch the ball. So it's different than playing in the heat than it is playing in the cold. I can tell you that much. So pretty much everything around you feels frozen, like the ground, the ball. So that's probably the biggest difference. And then, you know, breathing in that air, and then it just makes it difficult sometimes.
How rewarding was it to break through and have the game that Charlie had been saying you were showing up every week and finally be able to do that?
It was fun, man. It was fun. First of all, it was fun to win a game, you know, against a ranked opponent, and since I don't know when, I think it's like 2008 or something. I thought, but yeah, it was fun, man. I definitely felt like a monkey was lifted off my back during that game, you know, and it was just a great feeling.
What's at stake for both teams?
It's a lot at stake, man. Both of us are 5-5. We kind of have like must-win games, you know, to get in the bowl season. Both teams are going to come out there and get their best shot and their best effort. You know, for us, we just got to, you know, contain those guys. You know, they run that spread offense, and they got some great guys that can burst it open. So we just got to contain everybody, man. It's gonna be a fun game to play in. It's gonna be a fun game to watch.
How much does this program need to get to a bowl game for you seniors to finish the right way, but also for those, you know, the extra 15 practices for the younger guys to get the extra reps, all that?
I think it's really important for us to get that bowl game, and you know, not just those practices, but it's another opportunity for us just to be around each other for a couple more weeks. You know, it'll suck to be done on Thanksgiving. You know. I've busted my tail with these guys for a long time, and you know I don't want it to end on Thanksgiving. So, you know, each and every week we look at it and we know that the time is counting down. That you know this team will never be the same because guys are gonna leave. You know, guys are gonna transfer and things like that. So, at the same time, we just can't take these for granted. We gotta just know that you know it's a great opportunity. We're blessed, and you know we should be thankful for these opportunities.